So the river, everyone is watching the river, Passaic River. We're at a flooding stage. So it is crested at 7.5 feet. We did have flooding over the weekend. We actually rescued individuals over the weekend. We had to evacuate 5 people. 2 of them were on River and Montgomery, and 3 were on 5th Avenue. I want to emphasize that you should not drive into water. In fact, I've seen it on a number of news outlets. Turn around, don't drown. And thankfully, our first responders did get to the scene in a timely manner, and no lives were lost, no injuries, but yes, 5 people were rescued as a part of 2 separate evacuation operations. What I can also tell you that there are streets that are closed, primarily Presidential Boulevard from Harrison to Jefferson. And we do anticipate some flooding on River Street. Of course, I've said it time and time again. It sounds trite by now, but when it rains, River Street is more river than street. And we're trying to address that as well. And so we'll continue to monitor it. The good news is we were at 7.52 a few hours ago. We are now at 7.51. So if that trend continues, then you'll see that the river will continue to recede and we will be out of flood. We are actually in minor flood zone activation at the moment. Chris?
Can you do anything about River Street, the city as a whole?
Yeah, so I'm glad you asked that question. We are doing something about River Street. As a matter of fact, it's an $8 million project. The issue is the sewer. The street also needs to be repaired, so you'll see for yourselves. So it's a 3-phase process that we started last year. The first phase was the design. It is done. It's been completed. Now River Street is out to bid. We're expecting the bids to come back by April 9th. What happens next? 60% of the sewer has to be relined underneath River Street, and then 40% has to be reconstructed. So that would really go a long way to improve the conditions on River Street and mitigate the flooding that ensues whenever we have this type of rain. The third phase is actually repaving the road. So it was the design, which is completed, the reconstruction / relining of the sewer, and then the actual resurfacing of the road. We anticipate completion by the end of the year, but this is government, so we always anticipate delays. But in a best case scenario, River Street will be repaired, the sewer, and the road will be resurfaced November.
Also the wall, Mayor.
Yeah, yes. Chris, another grant opportunity, because we've actually secured over $70 million. We're nearing $100 million in grants in 6 years. We want to build a flood resiliency wall on McBride Avenue. So that would help another area as well that is prone to flooding in Paterson. But River Street, we do have a plan, and you can go see for yourselves. I still think there is some flooding in that area, but long term, we are finally going to fix River Street. It just required $8 million.
Just to follow up that, you talked about McBride. Same question about River Street. I'm no engineer, but is there a chance to ever put some kind of bulkhead, or as Mr. Velez said, some kind of wall there? It's right there.
Yeah, the wall would be more appropriate for McBride Avenue, which is by Pennington Park, which floods, and 2 fields were adversely impacted, which we finally renovated, the soccer and baseball field. River Street, I think it's more so an issue of the CSO with the sewer. I really think that that's what our engineers are telling us, unless we have to call an audible. Sorry, you're waiting patiently.
Yeah, thank you. Can you give us some more details about those 5 evacuations?
Yeah.
People who were stuck in their cars?
Yes, they were stuck in it. They drove into the water, which we highly discourage. With all due respect, they were trying to get somewhere fast. As a matter of fact, one of the rescue operations went from Saturday night into Sunday morning, midnight, right after midnight. So thankfully they are fine. They're safe and sound. But again, it's a testament to the work of our first responders, our fire department coordinating with our police department. So we need the news outlets to continue to emphasize the fact that if you see a significant amount of water, steer clear. Turn around, don't drown. That's happening. Yes, Natalie.
Some business owners were complaining, and I need to do more research into this, but about the Dundee Dam.
Actually, I did research on that. It's the Pompton Dam, which has been open since last week.
So they were saying that it was open during the rainfall, and had it been open sooner, this may not have happened.
Actually, Yeah, I can refute that. It was open, according to our captain in the fire department, it was open last week. So you can relay that message to them.
And how do officials decide when to open it, when
Yeah.
it reaches or near capacity?
Yes, I believe what they look at potential projections as far as rain is concerned, and they make a determination based on that. Because we did anticipate over the weekend heavy rain. We're actually looking for the entire week to see what's going to happen Friday, but the rain isn't going to be as heavy later on this week.
And they would not open it during rainfall, would that be important?
I believe that's a fair statement to make, although that's not my decision. Any other questions? Thank you for joining us. Stay dry, everybody. Spring is next week, believe it or not. March 20th. You do? And Ramon, when's the...
This has been breaking news.